Welcome to the SilkUI mobile layout lesson. In this lesson, we'll cover the topics listed here, including SilkUI mobile layout, layout structure, off-canvas menu, menu structure, and screen structure in the OutSystems platform. User interface layouts are built using reusable blocks with placeholders. These placeholders provide a simple and effective mechanism to customize the actual content while maintaining a common layout. Besides including a common user interface, layouts can also include logic that's common for all screens. For instance, the SilkUI mobile layout includes device synchronization logic. Usually layouts differ from one application to another for various reasons, like different synchronization patterns or a different look and feel or behavior. This means that the layout block should be located in your application's module rather than referenced from another module. The layout block that is cloned from the SilkUI mobile templates features the same layout for both phone and tablet. The base SilkUI mobile layout includes several features, such as a header placeholder for the screen title. The header also includes on the left a menu icon that allows access to the menu. By default, this menu icon will turn into a black arrow as you navigate through your application. The main area where the content placeholder is located is where the content of each screen should be placed, and it includes native scroll. At the bottom bar placeholder is useful to provide a quick navigation menu to the end user. By default, this menu is hidden away, but it's part of the layout as well. The menu can be accessed either by clicking the menu icon or swiping from the left edge. We'll now start looking at the layout structure itself. In the middle box, you can see the layout block widget tree with the outermost layout container. In the right box, you'll see how the elements are put together in terms of inheritance and CSS classes. The first thing you'll find inside this container is a menu container that has the menu CSS class. Inside of this, you have a new container named Page Overlay, which has the menu background CSS class and the menu block called Common Menu. The Common Menu block is where the actual content of the menu is implemented, such as the navigation links. Next, we have the screen container with the widgets that are visible on the screen, and it has the screen style class. Inside this container, we have important widgets such as the header container with content for the screen header, and it has the header class, the pull to refresh block to handle the pull to refresh functionality, the content container that contains the widgets of the screen content, and it has the content class, and the bottom placeholder that can be used to place a bottom menu for quick navigation. Finally, the offline data sync container and block are present on every layout to make sure every single screen can handle the sync events, like when the device comes online. The off-canvas menu can be accessed in two different ways, through the hamburger icon on the top left corner of the screen, or by swiping right from the left edge of the screen. All of the CSS classes for the menu can be found in the screen container inside of the layout block. When the main menu is displayed, it partially covers the current screen. The menu background CSS class is applied. Now let's dive into the menu block itself, whose widget tree you can see here in the middle box. There's an outermost app menu container, followed by an app menu container that holds most of the block's content. The first thing we see inside of the app menu container is the user info block, which will display who's logged in, including the user's avatar picture and username. This is followed by a container named page links that has the CSS class app menu links. For each screen that you drag into this block, a new link is scaffolded with an icon and text that corresponds to the screen that you've positioned in this block. Finally, there's a login info container with the link to log in or log out that has the CSS class login info. At the bottom, there's the menu drag block to handle the functionality of dragging out the menu. Every time you create a new screen, the theme's default layout block is added to that screen. Once a block is on a screen, this is called an instantiation of the block. You will no longer have access to the block structure except for what's exposed by the block's developer. This could be, for example, the block's placeholders. Going back to the layout block, in the widget tree we can see the placeholder called header left. It has the header left CSS class applied to it. This placeholder is filled with a hamburger menu icon through the common menu icon block. Still inside the header container, we have the header title and header right placeholders. They have the header title and header right CSS classes applied to them. We also have another placeholder below called header content, which typically contains additional information at the bottom of the header. Header content has the header content and PHCSS classes applied to it. The PH class is an OutSystems utility class that collapses a container or placeholder if they do not have any content. Moving on, we find the content container and content placeholder with the respective CSS classes, content and main content. Both of them apply to the main content of the screen. And at the bottom, there's the bottom placeholder which comes with the bottom bar block. Use the bottom bar block to add menu options with icons and text.